It is December 22nd, 2023. You know what that means, don't you, NASCAR fans? Yes, we are 58 days away from the great American race, the 2024 Daytona 500. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, since we are 58 days away from Daytona, we started at 104, now we're in the 50s, and we're just counting down one by one. We'll get to the great American race, where common men do uncommon things. We're going to profile car and truck number 58. 133 starts is all the 58's ever had. 1 win, 7 top 5s, 15 top 10s, 58 top 20s, and 1 pole. Now, with those 133 starts for the number 58, only the 65, the 69, and the 08 actually have fewer NASCAR Cup Series starts than the 58. Now, I've said for a long time, if I ever won that big $1 billion lottery, I'd be a NASCAR car owner. I'd have 4 Cup teams, 5 Xfinity, 5 truck, 5 ARCA, a modified program, a late model program, the whole 9. I always had my numbers picked out, numbers that I liked that represented some legends of NASCAR. I kind of changed that up now since I've been doing this. If I had 2 of the numbers would be 58 and 85. Not a lot of stats. So whoever I put in those, if I was the owner, more than likely they would be the best driver ever to drive that car number. And you would have that running for you. But I don't play lottery very often. I'm not lucky enough to win $1 billion because I don't live in California. So that dream is just going to be a dream for now. All right. Chris Horn, 27 starts in the Truck Series in the number 58. Wayne Jacks, 1. Kyle Weatherman, 1. Parker Clearman, 1. That is the entire list. Most of these lists are not, I don't do the entire list because there's a lot of one-offs. But that is it for the Truck Series in number 58, which is actually surprising to me. In the Xfinity Series, Merv Teacherlearn. Yeah. 24 starts, 1 top 10. Never heard of it. Regan Smith, heard that guy's name. 21 starts. Brent Sherman, 14 starts, 1 top 10. Tommy Ellis, 14 starts in the number 58, 1 top 10. Chris Horn, 7 starts. Martin Truex, 5 starts in the number 58 in the Cup Series. Martin Truex Jr., 4 starts in the number 58 in the Cup Series. Kevin Conway, 3 starts. Ernie Irvan, 2 starts, 1 top 5, and 2 top 10s. Now, if you think about it, back in the day, we're talking back in the 80s and 90s, even early 2000s, you had the Winston and West guys that would run a handful of Cup races, especially the ones that were out there like Phoenix and Sonoma and Ontario when it was a thing, and Riverside when it was a thing. And you had the same thing in the Northeast. You had all these Northeast guys who were in the Busch North, who were in those that when the Busch Series and or the Cup Series would be run up north, around Dover, Watkins Glen, and that stuff, they would run some one-offs. So they for Martin Truex. Martin Truex ran his 5 races in this car number. Martin Truex Jr. obviously migrated south from running the stuff in the Northeast, which has become just the hotbed of NASCAR stars. And I mean, not only on track, but if you look at some of the greatest announcers in NASCAR history, I'm talking about Mike Joy, Ken Squire, Barney Hall, Jack Arute, the Godfather Dave Moody, Mike Bagley, Kyle Rickey from MRN. They're all from that area. That area is just a hotbed. And there's just so much raw talent of drivers up there that never made a name for themselves in the Cup. But they made it, I mean, they're huge in that part of the country. All right, on the Cup side, Johnny Patterson, 20 starts, 4 top 5s, 5 top 10s. Doug Moore, 13 starts. Ricky Craven, 12 starts. Bud Strickland, 9 starts, 1 top 10. This is all just in the 58. Robert Brown, 9 starts. Jerry Bowman, 7 starts. Bill Bowman, 4 starts, 3 top 10s. I didn't do the research to see if they're related to Alex Bowman. And then Johnny Allen, 3 starts. The only win for the number 58, 3 top 5s, and 3 top 10s. As we get this countdown down, 55 will have a lot more stats. 54 will have some good stats as well. But as we get down into the 40s and 30s and 20s, you're going to see a lot of the wins just skyrocket. You're going to see the number of races skyrocket. The number of Hall of Famers driving these cars skyrocket. Just like in any other, we'll use baseball for an example. Most of the players wear the lower numbers. Once you get into the 50s and 60s and 70s, 80s and 90 numbers, you don't have a lot of players that wore those except maybe the rookie year or when they got called up for a few seasons. But, in NASCAR, it's kind of the same way. The lower numbers have always been used more. But we are 58 days away from the Great American Race. We are getting there. We are just counting down. We are 3 days away from Christmas, New Year's, and then we start January, and then we have the Rolex 24 Hours at Daytona, and then we have the Clash. Then we have Daytona 500 full qualifying. We have the duels, the 150 duels at Daytona. Then we'll have the ARCA race, which Shane Van Gisbergen will be in. We'll have the truck race. We'll have the Xfinity race, which Shane Van Gisbergen should be in. And then we'll have the Daytona 500. All that's going to happen in the next 58 days. But you know what else is going to happen in the 58 days? The countdown will continue. The champion profile will continue. The NASCAR 75 Greatest Driver profile will continue. All that right here on Robert Sports Show, along with pro wrestling, along with the NFL, along with everything else that we do here on Robert Sports Show. It's going to be 58 days and nothing but videos. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a 50-day Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports.com.